One thing I love about this show is there are so many reunions. Oh,
No,
see,
it's the
this
coolest
does
thing in the world.
deserve a
It does
clap.
deserve it.
So you're Maverick?
I am Maverick.
He's Maverick, which is so good and cool.
So, something wrong?
No, nothing I can say out loud. Gabby, thoughts?
Everything looks great to me.
Really?
I love that you clapped when I said a reunion. You can tell there's so much heart between you three. How did this reunion come to be? Because you have a decades-long relationship with these ladies here.
When we were talking about guest casting, of course, the cast from the Reba show was first and right there in our forethought. So we wanted to have everybody on. Steve Howie came on for our Christmas episode, and then Chris was available to come in here and play with us. And when they said he's going to be a tattoo artist, I thought that was the greatest idea.
Oh my God. Well, I knew that, I've basically taken the last decade off. And if anybody was going to drag me out of the dark corner of the closet, it would be the redhead.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
And the blonde.
well, wait, you're not really blonde though. She's really. Wait a minute. I'm giving away too much because somebody also is
Hurtful.
She's actually more blonde than you are in real life.
Okay, there we go. Lots of
didn't know
bombs
that.
being dropped.
Secrets are being
She's a little
spilled.
towhead, this one, back in Oklahoma, back in the day. No, but these two women, I would do, I feel so bizarre with recovering from the stroke thing that I didn't even want to go out of my house for a lot of the time. But, they've got me back out. They would invite me to parties and reunion things with
Football games.
Football games. Just spent a lot of time at her and Rex's place watching the Longhorns. Hook 'em, we didn't make it though.
Oh, well.
But, next year, there's always next year.
It's always next year.
But, I needed some place where I could feel safe to really try and trot this broken body out again. And they made the place with these writers, great writers, Kevin and Matt. And Mindy and Michael have been my producers, I feel like, my whole life now.
Yeah. Ours too.
And I feel like, and again, we always knew that we wanted to have as many reunions as we could have on the show. And I think I was probably pitching stuff to Kevin, like, Kevin, I got a great idea if we get Chris back. And I'm sure you were doing the same
There's
thing.
no
We were
probably,
all-
she was.
I was for sure.
And great ideas too.
Because we wanted you back. And I just think that,
I love you, Mel.
there's magic here, and when you get to play with people that you have
always
such a
been
shorthand with, like when you have history into shorthand, you don't have to explain stuff. You know that we're going to get each other, and also, I'm not going to lie, it's fun when the audience just gets so thrilled and tickled to see us all back
There's
together
that
again.
nostalgia
Yeah.
to it
Yeah.
as well.
It's a beautiful thing. It really is. I mean, I love these two so much. I mean, it means the world to me. I'm not going to get all sappy because I'm a tattoo artist and I'm
Right, you're tough.
Yeah. I'm wearing a chain for my
chain,
wallet.
right.
I'm very tough. I got a tattoo on my
His
neck.
character's name is Maverick on the
about that?
episode. Can we talk about that, Maverick?
Maverick.
I tried to get Have Gun Will Travel, but they couldn't go back that far, so I got stuck with Maverick. Thank God it's not Bat Masterson, though. I like Maverick. Maverick's a cool name.
I feel like this is also a fresh start, too, for fans who may still be mad at you for certain reasons from back in the day, right? This is a fresh start.
I guess I had this crazy idea that if two people loved each other and one put the other through dental school, they'd stay together forever.
Again with the dental school. That was 25 years ago. Barbara Jean never mentions dental school.
She wasn't alive then.
I didn't do anything. They wrote that crap. I've always been in love with this redhead. She knows that.
Right, this is the second hurtful thing in this interview.
Honey, just because I married her doesn't mean I don't love you too.
Okay,
You can love two women at the same time. I'm living proof.
There's a country
Let's
song
just be
in that.
clear that when the show ended, you were with me, okay?
I
When the
was
show ended, you were still
happily
with
with
Barbara
you.
Jean.
Yes.
And I think that if we did that reunion, you'd still be with me because
think
I would
you're-
not let you go.
That's right. She's like that. But actually, I'm thinking of this show as sort of like, it's kind of cool, in origin stories that they're doing a lot of now. This is kind of the Brock and Barbara Jean origin story now. When they first meet, this could be like...
This could be
With the
it.
multiverse.
Prequel.
Yeah.
The prequel, that's exactly it.
The multiverse, yeah, the prequel.
Yeah. Because even in this, and I think we can tease it a little bit, but in the episode, Gabby is clearly, we must have known each other in another life. Perhaps you were a dentist, and maybe I was a hygienist, because the minute I see you, I am smitten. I mean, come on, there's something about this guy. Do you have a wife I could steal you from?
Are you kidding me?
I know what it is. Something about me makes this one uncomfortable.
Me? No, I'm not uncomfortable.
She's not uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable.
I am. I'm getting flushed. Gabby is
Totally.
absolutely smitten with this character.
She's worthless.
The prequel.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's a lot of similarities between a dentist and a tattoo artist. I mean, we both work with our hands, and sometimes we're working around some strange cavities. So,
Oh!
Yep.
but yeah, it's a joyous thing helping people.
I
Joy,
clapped
you're
for
so
that
mean.
one.
You see that look she gave me? Oh my God! I think you
This
burned
is-
what little hair I have on my chest off. I can smell
You guys
the
are like
smoke.
siblings, truly.
It's true.
After all these years, too, and seeing what he has gone through and the strength that he has, for him to be standing here joining you on this show, I mean, what comes to mind? Because you have been there on his health journey, and it hasn't been an easy one.
It wasn't easy for him to come back and do this with a group that has known him, 25 years?
25 years. Not that I'm that
25,
old.
35 years.
But Jesus, now you're making it just mean.
Could be 35 years. Was
I've known you 30.
okay.
You have known me
35.
Don't lump me in your
You've known
age
me
bucket.
34 years.
Yeah.
All right, I'll own that.
But for him to have the courage to come do this and make everybody feel so comfortable. He did have a stroke, and he's back acting. And that gives such inspiration to other people. You can do it. Chris
Well,
Rich
she
did.
broke my life up by making me do this. I mean, she really did. I was ready to, but now I'm back in the race. I mean, I'm going to get to the finish line. I may have to limp across it, but I'm getting there.
Do they get 5-10% now because they were the ones encouraging you to get back in the game?
They can have 100%.
Oh, nice.
I don't think it would cover their makeup bill, but they can have 100% of my salary.
That's the third. You mean her, right?
Actually, this time I was talking about Rex.
What? Oh, Rex. I like that even better. I love
Well, there's a lot of area to cover on Rex, you know.
Right.
Well, I did want to add something because I think that, you know, when we had even talked about before Happy's Place was coming to fruition, the idea of doing something again, what I really think is so brave of you, Chris, is that you were willing to be very open about what happened to you and to have some humor about it, because I think everybody, either whether you're a caregiver or you know somebody in your family that's been on a journey, had a stroke, have something going wrong, and you have to have humor to get through some of those things. And you were always so willing to, like, yes, let's talk about it. Let me make the joke. Let's take the let's not make it so precious that we can't deal with what real life is. And sometimes you have to laugh at things that are hard in real life.
Yeah.
Too handsome. I mean, too charming. I mean, marry me.
Okay, forget it. I don't want to get a tattoo.
You don't want to do this with me?
No, honey, I don't. And it's not because you've had a stroke.
What stroke? I just fell asleep on my arm.
Does it feel like years have gone by, or do you feel like it's almost reminiscent to back on Reba?
It's like riding a bicycle. We're
It
back
is.
together.
It
It's
is.
just so
It's
familiar.
the three-seater.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, you know, that love conquers all, and I mean, it really does. Every time I see them, it's just a smile, and it's hugs and kisses, and just a very, very good time. And getting to work with them again is like a dream. It's just a dream. I mean, we socialize occasionally, a couple of times a year, but
But that time in our life, like, you had your kids on the show. I got pregnant on the show. We all had these gigantic life moments together, and for 6 years. And so that is forever. You are forever part of someone's DNA when you go through all of that together.